And it is a male. Alright, I will treat you for fluids.
Hi, my name is Sarah Sharp, and I'm the veterinarian for the International Fund for Animal Welfare's Marine Mammal Rescue and Research Program. Based on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, we serve as the first line of defense for stranded marine mammals in distress along 700 miles of coastline. For the past 24 years, our team has responded to and cared for nearly 6,500 marine mammals of over 20 different species, from 15-pound harbor seal pups to massive 50-ton right whales. Whether it's developing innovative rescue techniques for stranded marine mammals or advancing critical research on the health of these animals and their populations, we are pushing the boundaries of animal rescue and conservation. And I'm proud to say that IFAW's Marine Mammal Rescue Team has become a global leader in marine mammal stranding response. All our achievements and success has been possible because of an act that Congress passed 50 years ago, the Marine Mammal Protection Act, or MMPA. In the late 1960s, it became clear that human activities like commercial hunting had decimated populations of whales, dolphins, seals, and sea lions. All species of marine mammals across U.S. waters were in danger of extinction. In response, President Richard Nixon signed into law the Marine Mammal Protection Act, or MMPA, on October 21, 1972. This historic act marked the first time U.S. Congress shifted from species-focused conservation to proactively protecting entire ecosystems. The MMPA made it illegal to harass, hunt, capture, or kill all marine mammals within U.S. waters without a permit. It also enacted a moratorium, or a ban, on the import, export, and sale of any marine mammal, along with its parts or products within the United States. 50 years later, the MMPA and its federal protection for marine mammals has been a huge conservation success in the United States. Amazingly, no marine mammal species has gone extinct in U.S. waters since the MMPA was enacted. This act has been instrumental in the recovery of marine mammal populations like sea lions in California, the Hawaiian monk seal, and manatees in Florida. Right here in my own backyard on Cape Cod, I've witnessed humpback whales and gray seal populations thrive under the MMPA. Internationally, our Marine Mammal Protection Act is the gold standard for marine mammal conservation. My international colleagues often comment how conservation efforts are more difficult for them because their marine mammals are not afforded the same level of protection as they are here in the United States. The Marine Mammal Protection Act has been crucial to the growth and success of IFAW's Marine Mammal Rescue and Research Program. In 1992, amendments to the MMPA formalized the Marine Mammal Health and Stranding Response Program. Under a stranding agreement with NOAA Fisheries, this program empowered stranding and entanglement networks across the country, giving us authorization to conduct emergency responses to sick, injured, distressed, or dead marine mammals. Without the creation of this program, our rescue team would undoubtedly not exist today. To bolster the effectiveness of our Marine Mammal Rescue Program and other stranding networks, an additional amendment to the MMPA established the John H. Prescott Marine Mammal Rescue Assistance Grant Program, with the goal of improving our nation's ability to rescue, rehabilitate, and conserve marine mammals. When our stranding response program was in its infancy in the early 2000s, this competitive grant program provided crucial funds to allow us to hire staff and purchase basic equipment to get our program off the ground. And to this day, the Prescott Grant Program continues to be an important source of much-needed funds to support our work and that of our colleagues. Under our stranding agreement with NOAA, the Marine Mammal Protection Act has enabled us to serve as a leader in its mission to protect marine mammals in the U.S. Here on Cape Cod, we see the highest rate of dolphin mass strandings anywhere in the world. So we've had to revolutionize how these animals are evaluated and treated in the field. Our rescue efforts can now be performed within a matter of hours, greatly improving the likelihood of survival and release back to the wild. In all, we've given nearly 800 dolphins a second chance at life. When it comes to seals, it's estimated that up to 10% of gray seals on Cape Cod are entangled in life-threatening fishing gear. Over the years, our team has disentangled and released 56 of these seals, sparing them from significant pain and suffering. In the past, attempts to capture and disentangle seals proved difficult, and we realized we needed a new approach. So we worked with partners to develop a new technique to disentangle seals that involves darting, sedating, and tracking the seal's location throughout the rescue process.
Coming in your right, Bri.
This has proved to be a safer, more effective approach, resulting in more lives saved. Alongside our rescue efforts, the Marine Mammal Protection Act has enabled another key component of our work: research. Our team has performed hundreds of health assessments and necropsies, collecting valuable data and samples. The resulting research publications have helped to improve the scientific community's knowledge of these species' life history, anatomy, physiology, health, and disease, to help better understand why these animals are stranding and how we can best conserve them.
This tag looks good.
Through technology in the form of small temporary satellite tags, we can track and collect data from dolphins, whales, and seals to inform us about post-release survival, as well as habitat selection and distribution of these species, which can then in turn inform management decisions. With dolphins in particular, our satellite tag studies challenged the long-standing paradigm that all single-stranded dolphins are sick and must therefore be euthanized. Our research proved that healthy single dolphins could survive and thrive back in the wild. Our research into the causes of stranding and prognosis for survival after release have helped improve stranding response protocols not only here on Cape Cod, but also across the country and around the world. Besides addressing the individual welfare of rescued animals, our work helps fuel marine mammal conservation efforts for species survival. We've performed necropsies on 94 large whales, feeding data into unusual mortality event investigations, the most crucial of these being for the critically endangered North Atlantic right whale.
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, look at that. Damn. So the bruising that we're seeing is here. This is consistent with a complete wrap of the pectoral flipper from an entanglement.
Our findings have clearly demonstrated that North Atlantic right whales are being killed by human activities like vessel strikes and entanglements in fishing gear. With a declining population of fewer than 350 North Atlantic right whales alive today, we are dangerously close to breaking the stellar track record of having no marine mammals go extinct under the MMPA. So while it's very important to celebrate the successes of the Marine Mammal Protection Act, it's also important to realize that our work is far from done. If nothing else, we have learned over the past 50 years of the MMPA that quality science must play a role in informing marine mammal rescue standards and conservation and management strategies. Without the vital data that our team and our colleagues provide, it would not be possible to enact meaningful legislation to protect these amazing animals. But the science can only go so far, and we need management implementation to reflect current knowledge and developments if we want to continue the 50-year success of the MMPA. The knowledge and technology landscapes have changed drastically from when the MMPA was enacted. For instance, procedures for evaluating the health of marine mammals have developed significantly. With these new techniques come new opportunities to improve the management of marine mammal species. We now could and should manage marine mammal populations not just based on the number of dead and presumed dead animals, but on the health of individuals. We know that managing populations based on deaths alone can lead to extinctions, as will likely be the case with the North Atlantic right whale in the next few decades unless we change course. Similar to the shift from species-based conservation to ecosystem-based management that occurred at the inception of the MMPA, we must now evolve again from a mortality-based management paradigm to a health-based one in order to sustain the successful legacy of the MMPA. In the next decades of marine mammal protection in this country, we hope that the standards set in the MMPA continue to be upheld and strengthened to meet conservation needs as they unfold. Marine mammal populations around the world are facing new and elevated threats each day, including entanglement in fishing gear, collisions with recreational and commercial vessels, habitat degradation from pollution, plastics, increased ocean noise, warming oceans, and more extreme weather events caused by climate change. Furthermore, legislative attacks on the MMPA in recent years have threatened its foundation and placed protected species in a more vulnerable position. That's why protecting the Marine Mammal Protection Act is more crucial than ever, and it's essential that the MMPA is able to adapt and evolve to stay relevant and effective. The ability of the MMPA to dynamically prevent individual deaths and also preserve health in populations will be absolutely critical to the sustainability of our marine ecosystems. 50 years of the Marine Mammal Protection Act is certainly something to celebrate. I hope that the MMPA not only continues to protect marine mammals in the U.S., but also serves as a template for other countries striving to conserve their marine mammals. And I cannot express how proud I am of everything that IFAW and the other stranding networks have accomplished under the legacy of the MMPA. I'm incredibly honored to be a member of this amazing network of people fighting to make the ocean a healthier and safer place for marine mammals. And I look forward to continuing our work together to ensure that people and animals can survive and thrive together in the years ahead. Happy 50th anniversary, Marine Mammal Protection Act.